Hello, everyone. I'm here with Paul Lorenz with Farmers Insurance. So, Paul, thank you very much for taking the time to be with us today.
My pleasure, Arnold. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for taking the time to come in and visit with me.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Paul, can you describe your practice, your business to us?
Well, I am an insurance and financial services agent here in Goodyear, Arizona.
Yeah.
And what we do is we sit down, do a needs assessment for the client, and we find out what they need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you always started out that way. You do a needs assessment first and analyze the whole situation and the client and that sort of thing.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And often we'll start with an auto or a home quote because that's usually the most popular thing people want to start, but it's important for them to understand how do things work with my specific needs, my financial assets, those sort of things.
Right. Well, that's very good. What made you decide to open this business, Farmers Insurance?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So the short answer is I've always had the desire to teach people. Educating
Okay.
people was very important. My old business in manufacturing was educating engineers on the use of certain RF components and products.
Right.
And when I decided to get out of that industry, 18 years ago, almost 19 years now, I wanted to find something that, first of all, wasn't having me travel all over the world,
Right.
but second of all, continued to feed that passion to teach. And,
Yeah.
and this just fit perfectly. I love the model that Farmers has with agents, and it's all about looking at needs and then educating you so you can make it the best decision.
Right.
So that's how I got into this profession.
Oh, that's nice. So another question, kind of maybe one and the same, but why did you choose this profession?
Because it fed that need to teach, the desire to teach. That was really what drove me, and I'm passionate about making sure people are taken care of. I do not like being sold to. That
Right.
is not my motivation at all. In fact, when people do that to me, I just turn it off. Right?
Yeah.
But I like to get information to make the best decision, and so it motivates me
Yeah.
to pretty much treat people like like to be treated in that process.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Paul, tell me what motivates you? What drives you on a daily basis?
Oh my goodness, my faith first and foremost. My faith drives me in terms of who I am,
Yeah.
how I need to reflect Christ in the moment.
Yeah.
That motivates me.
Okay.
So, by the way I behave and interact with others, and putting their needs literally in front of my own keeps the right perspective, but it motivates me to really see them know they're being helped.
Right.
And when I see that, and we often get a lot of folks that come in here that are either just not happy with where they are, very frustrated, and it motivates me to take that situation
Yeah.
and turn around and be a positive for them so they can. My goal, and what motivates me ultimately,
Yeah.
is when you go out of here,
Yeah.
I want you feeling better about yourself than what you did when you came in.
Yeah.
That's really, at the end of the day, what I'm looking for.
Very nice. I've heard it said one time, and you probably have as well, is if we help enough people in this world get what they want, we can have anything we want.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
giving kind of starts the receiving process. So
Indeed it
really,
does.
really good business model.
Yes.
What surprises you as you go about your day to day?
I think what surprises me the most in the business world is how excellent customer service is a second seat.
Okay. All right.
It's not a primary focus often.
Yeah.
And although I think that excellent customer service should be the expectation, frankly, it isn't always what is really first and foremost in somebody's mind is whether it's in the insurance in financial services industry, but I just think that I see that as a general rule. But I see businesses that excel in it, and those that do succeed very, very well.
Right.
So I see that's kind of what I observe is just that dedication to delivering, the follow through, the really taking the time with the client to make sure that I'm just not rushing to the next thing.
Yeah.
And is really making sure that all the answers that they need to their questions are being dealt with,
Yeah.
all the needs that are being taken care of. making sure, again, when they leave here, I want them feeling better about themselves when they walked in here.
Right, right. And then that way they feel better about themselves, they feel respected, they feel valued, and then obviously then they send more people your way. That's just kind of what makes it work.
That does make it work that way.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. That's
Great.
good. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Anything else you'd like to share with us, Paul?
I think I have a fantastic staff.
Yeah.
And they are really a reflection of our mission, that we really put the best interest of the clients
Yeah.
at the very foremost. And the other thing is I like to associate with businesses like yourself
Yeah.
who do the same. I think
Yeah.
it's important, and those are people that I like to associate with because we refer businesses, because I want to be comfortable and confident that you're going to reflect, and I know you will.
Right.
There's never a concern about that, so that's really one of the things I'd like to add.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's great. That's great. Well, thank you very much, Paul, for taking the time to be with us today.
Arnold, thank you as well. Take
I
care.
appreciate it.